Anyway, joining us now, longtime friend of the program. Now he's the deputy director of the FBI. I probably have to refer to him as Sir. Dan Bongino is with us. We've been friends a long time, Dan. Everybody knows it. I have talked to a lot of people. I have known you for years. I've known Kash for years. I've known Pam Bondi for years, decades, as a matter of fact. And I know you all to be honorable people. My sources have repeatedly told me that they can barely sleep at night, that if the average American knew how bad it was, they'd be shocked to their inner core. Is that true?
Yeah. By the way, if you call me sir, I'll start looking for my dad. So let's not start that anytime soon, Sean. But I appreciate it. I'm just trying to lighten it up because your question's so serious. Yeah. But the premise of your question is 100% accurate. The threat picture now for the United States is dramatic, and I really appreciate we have a president, an attorney general, and FBI director who take those threats seriously. I mean, you name it, Sean. You ask me what's the biggest threat right now. People say, well, what keeps you up at night? Well, the answer is I'd never sleep if I thought about this stuff all the time, but it all keeps me up at night. The drone threat. This is a perilous, acute threat. It's not here tomorrow. It's here today. Everybody saw what happened in Russia. It's only a matter of time if we don't take action, which I promise you, the Attorney General and the Director and I are taking action on this threat. It is here right now. You've got the threat of AI, alignment there. You've got the threat of China, infiltration into our systems. It's been publicly reported. You've seen it. When you get the President's Daily Brief every morning, like the Director and I do, for this half-an-hour block we get, it's the first thing we do. You know, Sean, you walk out of there and you're like, somebody go get me a cup of coffee. I mean, this is really, I need a coffee relaxes me a little bit because you go out of there, your blood pressure's through the roof. It's so many different things to action. And one last thing, when you combine that with the Director and I, our priority, which is reform. Without reform, we're not going to have anything because the American people won't trust us. They will not trust us. And after what happened, I don't blame them for that mistrust. You combine that and layer it on. We got a big job, but the Director and I are glad we're doing it.
All right. Let me go back. You talk about the drone threat. You talk about the China threat. I mentioned we have known terrorists in the country. We have Iranian assassination squads in the country, cartel members in the country, murderers, rapists, and gang members, and drug dealers. That's a pretty long laundry list. You know, I've been watching, and I don't spend a lot of time on social media, but I see chatter. And where is the Epstein files? You have been very clear that there's going to be video evidence that proves that Epstein killed himself. And I've known you long enough. If you say it, I believe you. And I know it'll be forthcoming. But when you have to prioritize I mean, when I looked at the news today, 1 million manpower hours on illegal immigrants alone, that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of time. So for people that might want answers like, and by the way, I'm one of them. I want the Epstein files, the MLK files, RFK, JFK files. But explain the priority since you have gotten in this position, and Kash has gotten in his position, and Pam has gotten in her position, and maybe why this didn't go as quickly as some people anticipated.
Well, I lost you a little bit, but I assume you can hear me, so I'm just going to answer your question.
I can hear you, yeah.
There has been, let me get to this first. I had a graduation ceremony this morning down in Quantico with a class of new agents, and I looked every one of them in the eye, shook their hands. I said, listen, you're going to do this for us. You're going to protect the homeland, and you're going to go bring me bad guys. You understand? I said, there's no one coming to save us. The Marvel Avengers ain't coming. It is us. We are in charge. We have the counterterrorism portfolio. This president and this attorney general, they have a different view than we've had in the past of the FBI. This is very important. Your audience understands this. The FBI in the past focused on large enterprise cases. You know, the Al Capone, John Gotti, KSM, Al-Qaeda types. And we are still and always going to do that. But there's a parallel track. This president also sees this border problem as a solvable problem. Now, think about this, Sean. That never happens in police science and criminology. No one solves murder. You solve a murder. No one saw murder happen, sadly. The president has a different view of this border problem. He said, we are going to fix this for good. We're sealing it shut, Everybody here is out. We are going to get rid of you if you are here illegally. And if you're here illegally to commit a crime, you're going first. We're giving you about 5 minutes to cooperate. If you don't have any information, we're going to use every tool we have, Title VIII and every other one, to get you the hell out of the country. You're not going to be here to commit crime. It is a really revolutionary view. It's almost like national level broken windows policing. That collapse in the murder rate. Thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that it happened. That collapse in the murder rate. We are on pace, Sean, for the lowest murder rate ever. Is not an accident. Here's what's happening. When this small pocket of people, maybe less than 5% of the population, is committing the overwhelming majority of crimes, and you get rid of a good portion of them, they're not here to commit crimes. And that's why you're seeing this collapse in the murder rate. And I think you're going to see a subsequent collapse in the crime rate as well when Kash and I are done this year.
All right, Dan, can you hear me okay now? We're back? We're good? I'm not sure if Dan Bongino can hear me. All right, I'll tell you what, rather than wait. Dan, can you hear me now, or did we lose you a little bit? All right, we're going to try and fix this. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back more with Dan Bongino. On the other side, we have a lot of other breaking news and also coming up tonight right here on Hannity. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.